Hey guys, what's going on? Jake from Source here, and today I'm going to be watching the WWDC 2018 keynote from Apple. The version I'm watching is the Verge 14-minute cut down, a bit quicker to go through. Yeah, I just want to go through and see what some of these exciting new features that Apple has to release for iOS 12 and whatever other pieces of shit they're doing these days. Let's check it out.
Good morning and welcome to WWDC 2018. Today is all about software. We're going to get started with iOS.
Disappointing. I'm sure people were probably hoping to see some new hardware as well, but I guess it's all software for now. iOS 12, straight up. Let's check it out.
Next big release of iOS is, you guessed it, iOS 12.
I haven't seen this count before, but I don't like him already. Don't know what it is. I don't like it.
And because we want these changes to be available to the full range of our customers, iOS 12 will be available on all the same devices as iOS 11. And we're focusing our you can slide to take a photo at up to 70% faster. And
is this 70% faster from a brand new device? Or is this 70% faster from a device that you've had for, say, a year or two now?
in iOS 12, we wanted to make an easy way to experience AR across the system. We created a new file format for AR. It's called USDZ. You can use USDZ across the system, from the Files app to Safari, to even sharing them over messages and mail. And what's great is you can place these 3D objects into the real world.
Designers and developers will now...
I don't know about this whole AR shit. I don't think it's that big of a deal, to be honest. And the fact that you can use one file type across multiple apps on the App Store, which I'm sure they're probably Apple apps only that have access to these files, big fucking deal.
So here I am at the Fender website, and they actually let you configure your guitar with the kind of finish and pick guard that you want. So I can select a configuration option here, and then I can see the guitar I've configured. Well, there it is. So we're introduced.
I love the one clap. I mean, I'm sure there were more afterwards, but I don't know. I think the crowd kind of is agreeing with me in how much excitement there is around AR. I mean, shit. It's cool, don't get me wrong. There's the fact that you can just hold your phone up and look at what the guitar would look like, or, you know, there's other uses for it as well. I just can't see this feature being used a lot, not at least right now.
Seen a new app, and it's called Measure. Now, I'm actually in the Measure app. You see, I can easily measure along this suitcase by just tapping and dragging out a line like that. And check that out. It's a measurement.
It's a measurement. It is cool, and their implementation seems to be pretty accurate, pretty responsive. But that being said, at the same time, I'm pretty sure this is an app that's already been out on Android at least. It could have been out in iOS as well. I'm not too sure. I don't know. And also this box or whatever that they're measuring, I don't know about you guys, but
and check that out. It's a measurement.
Funny.
And we're on a relentless pace of advancement with AR, and that continues today with AR Kit 2. Now, this delivers true multi-user augmented reality.
of our Lego Creator sets. Perfect.
I couldn't picture a couple of adults jumping around a small Lego object or a table. Yeah, everyone crowding around a table with their iPads or even iPhones. I feel like you'd feel like a bit of a wanker. At home, maybe like if you're doing this with kids with their siblings and stuff, could be fun. But I don't know, it has that wanker appeal to it. I just can't see it being a thing.
This year,
it is some cool tech. I'm going to reiterate my feelings on that. It is cool. I just can't see it being useful at all. Not right now.
Making photos even better. We have an all-new tab. It's called For You. And with For You, you have all of your memories, those great memory movies, but more, like featured photos.
So we've got a Google Photos ripoff here. Cool, good stuff. I mean, No worries. As long as the iOS crowd is getting some features we've had for a long time on the Android side, good for you guys.
Highlighting a photo that you took on this day in past years.
I've got nothing more to say about that than world job on copying Apple. Google again.
We wanted to make Siri able to do much more for you. Well, the Tile app can expose the option to add a shortcut to Siri.
We've got an app to fix more apps. So this is basically, from what I'm gathering so far, a copy of ITTF, if this then that app, which has been out for quite a while now, Android and iOS. And I mean, this is probably going to be better because it's directly implemented through iOS, but it's also going to make shit more confusing when you're trying to use two apps at the same time, I guess. Now,
or we can hop over to the library, and I've got a bunch of shortcuts here, but I want to show you my heading home shortcut. It grabs my location and my travel time, and it sends my ETA to my roommate.
You've got one needy ass roommate if you need to tell them what time you're getting home from work. You should probably consider him your roommate, I think. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Nothing that we haven't seen already for ITTF. Probably something, a big note to consider here is that, my God, Siri is far behind Google in the natural voice synthesis. I mean, she still sounds like a robot, I reckon.
Playing KQED radio.
We've also completely rebuilt voice memos to make it even easier to use. And we're bringing voice memos to the iPad for the first time.
It brings a smile to my face that these are features that have been on phones, right, since I can't even remember. I'm pretty sure my Nokia fucking 3310 had don't quote me here, but I'm pretty sure we had voice memos all the way back here then, right? On Android, your tablets and everything has the same voice recording app and everything like that, just as the same as every Android device. The fact that they're only just bringing an inbuilt voice recorder to the iPad, and the way that they're talking about this, saying like, the way that they're presenting themselves is like, this is such a big improvement. It's like, it would be a massive improvement fucking 20 years ago, maybe. At the moment, no, you just kind of, serious lag, guys, serious lag. Fix your ping, bro.
But we also have a smart and safe way to use your apps in the car. I think you know I'm talking about CarPlay. What you might not know is with iOS 12, CarPlay will also support third-party navigation apps.
Times of the day are times when...
My God, same shit, different fucking story. You're only just allowing native third-party app support now, and everyone's clapping like, fuck yeah, fuck you. Because they've been waiting for this shit for ages, because obviously nobody likes using Apple Maps. So everyone was pissed off by it, and now they're all extremely happy they get to use Google Apps. It's just mind-boggling.
And so we're introducing Do Not Disturb during bedtime, where all you'll see is this, nothing to get you spun up.
So we've got basically an always-on display. Does it work while you're only charging? I'm not too sure. And I also noticed, I don't even know if that is an always-on display. Does the screen turn off? Because I feel like I could still see the wallpaper in the background, and this is an OLED panel, so is it going to make it burn in? Is it going to...
We're enabling what we call instant tuning for notifications right from the lock screen. You can press in to a notification, and from there you can decide to send future notifications from that app directly to Notification Center, bypassing your lock screen, or turn them off altogether. Now, we also wanted to give you help managing large numbers of notifications.
More features from Android. I see what you're doing here, Apple. You don't have to do any of the thinking if the good folks over at the Android development team are doing it all for you. It's just a simple copy and paste job, isn't it? Fuck yeah. Good idea.
So I'm thrilled to announce that we're bringing to iOS support for grouped notifications. You can triage a whole group of notifications away. And it's with a feature we call Screen Time. And it starts with reports. Every week, you get a weekly activity summary that details how you used your iPhone or iPad.
I don't know if it's just coincidence that features are coming up around the same time as the Android P keynote that came up just recently, only a couple of weeks ago. But these are the exact same features that were described to be coming on Android P that are coming out in iOS 12. Granted, they probably have been working on these for a little bit of time at least, because there's no way that they could have developed these within the few weeks since the Android P keynote. But it's another case of who got there first. Now, good thing about Apple versus Android is that every Apple device is going to get these features as soon as the update comes out, which is awesome. And that's where Android seriously lags behind, and not due to Android or Google's fault. It's the manufacturer of each device, and then you got the carriers of each device for pushing out updates. So that is something that Apple beats Android over, continuous updates. I don't think that's going to be an issue for much longer. Google is aware of the issue and they are working to solve it. So it's up to the carriers to jump on board, and everything, all these new features will come out from day one. It won't be just your Pixel owners and all that kind of thing. These features that I claim are copied directly from Android, and many other people claim. Yeah, the benefit is at least you guys are gonna, if you're an iPhone user, you're gonna get this shit straight away. So good on you, mate. Good on you. Fucking top fucking effort.
Well, you can set your own limit. And then during the day, when you're using the app, you'll receive a helpful notification letting you know time is almost up. We think this is going to be helpful.
That's cool. I wonder, I know what everyone's going to fucking do. I mean, you're probably going to try and do the right thing and set yourself this limit. If you're a user that uses your phone way too much, or in places that you probably shouldn't, you know, at the dinner table and all that kind of thing, I mean. But let's face it, you're just going to swipe that shit away and probably disable it after a while. I'd like to see if it's like a hard limit, as in once you hit that time limit, it won't let you open that app anymore, which is cool. I don't think app developers are going to be very impressed about it. You know, they rely on us addicts to use their apps. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that goes.
Helpful for many people, but especially for some kids. You can also limit your kids' time in apps by category or by individual app. And this year, we're taking Animoji to a whole...
So that's, yeah, again, that's pretty cool. I mean, good luck getting your device off your kid after they update and setting limits. I don't know if there's like a family setting or something on iOS, so, you know, your kid's already under your account kind of thing, so you can just set it all from your own phone and do it to theirs. Good way to piss your kids off, fuck yeah.
Whole new level, the breakthrough new technology we call tongue detection. You can make your favorite anime.
I don't know if they're being serious. Are they being serious? Breakthrough technology, tongue detection. I mean, it is probably breakthrough. It's probably really hard to do, but yeah.
Emoji do this. Now, we're also introducing some great new Animoji that I think you're all gonna love, like ghost, koala, tiger, and T-Rex.
Mrs. is going to be impressed. She's going to be pretty happy about the T-Rex. I know that for a fucking fact. Did anyone else find that awkward? Old mate, businessman, strolling around the stage, saying words like ghost and koala and tiger. I don't know, it just felt weird and awkward to me.
So I'm thrilled today to announce the arrival of the era of Memoji. With Memoji, you can create your very own personalized Animoji.
Is everyone cheering because they're doing what Samsung's done? They're like, oh yeah, we're caught up to Samsung, fuck yeah, woo! Or is it, are they just genuinely happy about this? I don't know, how, is Animoji that big of a thing? A Memoji is going to be that big of a thing? I don't know, and it still shits me that this whole Memoji, Animoji shit, it's like you can only send it between iOS devices, which I mean, I get that's an Apple thing, classic Apple, but still, does it have to be this way? Can't you just send it through as a GIF? I think you should be able to, but you know, once this technology gets better on Android, I know that you're going to be able to do it between Android and iOS. So
these Animoji can look like you, or the real you.
The real you. So does he mean the real you from what you feel that you are? I don't get what he means, because that middle one was the real him. I know he's not yellow. He doesn't have a sweet mustache with a cowboy hat. He definitely doesn't have a mohawk, and a red one at that. I don't know what he's going for there. And I'm guessing this is a transgender thing, maybe. They're being, I don't know. I don't know what they're pointing at here. It's fucking, I don't know. I'm not going to think too much into this.
Now, this year, FaceTime is going to take a big leap forward because today we're introducing group FaceTime. 2 people, 3 people, actually up to 32 simultaneous participants. Get out. So it's this beautiful FaceTime UI.
I don't think that's very beautiful. Sorry to say it. Do you guys think that's beautiful? Fucking chuck a comment down. I don't think that's beautiful at all. I think that looks fucking clunky as shit. Like, look at this. I guess you can probably tap the ones that you want to enlarge, and maybe whoever's talking, maybe that enlarges by default. That would be kind of cool. But 32 fucking people that you're going to be talking to, obviously no one's going to do that, and why they would allow it, I don't really understand. Business calls? But 32 people speaking over each other. You wouldn't... I don't fucking...
Now, there's sometimes when you forget to start a workout on Watch, but you've started working out. And to solve this now, we're adding automatic workout detection. In watchOS 5, you'll have...
My Samsung phone does that. I don't even have a watch. Well, I do have a watch, but I don't wear it too often anymore. Phone does that automatically.
an entirely new way to communicate on your watch. That's real-time voice, but with the spontaneity of short messaging. And to do this, you just press to talk, and then your friend can hear your voice, just like a walkie-talkie. And we're also adding Siri shortcuts. Those shortcuts you saw coming to iOS.
It sounds gimmicky. Actually, if you and your mate had, like, you know, you and your best friend had an Apple Watch each, and you're doing your walkie-talkie, I could see that being kind of cool, maybe. I mean, I could see it being out one night, you're both out, and then it's like sending messages to each other on Saturday night, like fucking covert shit. It could be fun. Yeah, that's going to be like a bestie on bestie thing, and only if both of you have to watch. Kind of cool, kind of useless.
Now, this is also Pride Month, and we're really excited to introduce an all-new Pride Edition watch band.
Nothing to say about that. Cool. I kind of see it as it's tapping into the gay market. Buy our wristwatches. Sorry, our wristbands for your watch. If you want to buy it, I guess.
Apple TV.
Apple TV 4K is bringing you the latest in audio technology. Dolby Atmos. The Apple TV app now offers a
Dolby Atmos has been available on so many other devices for so long. Good on you for catching up again.
Next up is the Mac.
Our next release of macOS is macOS Mojave.
Mojave, are you fucking real? That is, I don't know, that is the most pretentious fucking name for an OS I've ever heard in my life. Mojave. What does your computer run? Oh, it runs Mojave. Oh, God. Moving on.
Show you a new side of Mojave. We call it dark mode.
That's cool. Themed Windows. Luckily we can do that on Windows 10, to some degree at least.
All of the contents of your desktop are automatically arranged into these stacks.
It's cool. Helpful for you macOS users out there. Windows doesn't have that shit built in, but there are apps that you can get to do this. I know Stardock releases some apps that do some auto organization of your desktop at a price, obviously. I have used them before and they work pretty fucking well.
By date or even by tag, and we call it desktop stacks. Some great new changes to the Finder. Now we've added an all-new view called Gallery View. And of course, with images, sometimes you want to know more detail about, for instance, how they were captured. And now the new sidebar in Mojave really helps because it now supports full metadata.
Pretty sure we can do this on Windows, can't we? Metadata integrated into the Explorer? I didn't realize you guys didn't have that already. Sucks to be you.
For instance, if I have a photo like this and I want to edit it, I don't have to open it and go or do a new app. Now in Mojave, we've made Quick Look more powerful than ever by integrating markup. So you see down here, I have a permission slip in its PDF document. I'm just going to hit tap spacebar to quick look it. And you notice now I have the option to invoke markup. I click and now I have access to my markup tools, including my ability to sign this document. We've made screenshots.
For one, that would be excellent if your fucking OS had touch integration. That would be pretty handy, because then you could just sign it with a finger or a pen. We can do this already on Windows with our touch devices. I can do it on my Android. People probably do it on their iPhones. Still behind the 8 ball, guys.
Shots more powerful than ever. I'm going to screenshot a selection of the page, and I want you to watch what happens in the lower right. I get a thumbnail instantly of that screenshot. And when I double click in, I get an accelerated workflow right into markup where I've
An accelerated workflow. This sounds like an infomercial for one. But anyway, you know, fucking cool. That's all good. We have a tool called the Snipper tool on Windows. It's pretty much exactly the same thing, except when you take your snip, it gives you this accelerated workflow instantly, and then you can save your image or you can fuck it off. I can't believe you guys didn't have this already.
I have access to all of my tools.
When I say you guys, I'm assuming, you know, I'm hoping some of you might be Mac users. And I'm speaking directly to Apple, Tim Cook, who's obviously definitely watching this video.
Tools, but we've also added screen capture for video. I'd like to turn to apps. We are bringing news to the Mac. We also have stocks coming to the Mac. We're also bringing voice memos to the Mac. Finally, thrilled to announce Home is coming to...
I can't believe any of this shit wasn't already on your Mac. News, voice memos. I feel so sorry for you guys that you didn't already have this. What the actual shit?
To the Mac as well. All of your accessories here. You can run your scenes. Of course, with Siri, you can command your home with your voice.
Windows does have a little bit more to go in this sense. I mean, you can still use ITTF through your Google Chrome browser. It works pretty well. There's no real integration for Google Assistant yet, which I would love to see, because Cortana, at least in Australia, is just it's useless in my experience. So I'd love to see Google Assistant integrate into Windows. Yeah, that would make home automation pretty cool, but yeah, at the moment it doesn't really fucking work. So that's cool. I'm glad that macOS has Siri and all that kind of thing. That's definitely a good feature. You're ahead of the eight ball there, guys.
So we've redesigned an all-new Mac App Store from the ground up. Microsoft will bring Office 365 to the Mac App Store later this year. And Adobe is bringing Lightroom CC.
Days like this.
The Mac App Store seems like a good idea. I have a feeling that this is going to be something to do with introducing iOS apps working on Mac, which will be cool. It will be pretty helpful. I mean, there's a lot of apps out there that don't really natively support a desktop environment, so that would be really cool. I have a feeling that that's where they're going with this one. But you've always had access to Microsoft Word and Excel and all that on your Mac OS, so yeah, cool, but nothing really new.
Only come from years of effort and hard work and great sacrifice. Let's have an incredible week together. Thank you.
Woo! Well, guys, that was the Apple keynote 2018. I am pretty much underwhelmed by this whole experience. I think you could probably tell by my reactions throughout that entire video. I felt like I feel like, always have felt like, that Apple is constantly playing catch up, especially in recent years. I mean, they started this revolution 100% with the iPhone. They bought us, so I would personally thank Apple for, you know, their innovations and where they brought us now, but they're no longer a company about innovation at all. They're a company about let others innovate first and then copy after. You know, it's almost as if companies like Google are the beta testers, and then Apple just kind of flies in and implements the features themselves if they know that they're popular. Not all the time, most of the time, and these features that they have made themselves don't really seem that fucking great at all. Like Animojis, this shit on screen right now, it's not innovation. That's just a hip new feature that's probably not going to get used very often. I don't know. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd love to hear from your point of view. If you're an Apple fanboy, give it to me. Give it to me. Let me know why this is good. I would love to, and I'm not being condescending or I'm not trying to bait you here. Honestly, I want you to tell me what I might have missed out of this, what has been innovative. If you're not an Apple fanboy, you might be an Android fanboy or a Windows fanboy. Tell me what you agree about. Did I miss something? Put your 2 cents in. I'd love to fucking hear it. Let me know what you thought about this style of video. I'm gonna, you know, I don't have a schedule the way that I do these types of videos. Sometimes I do news, sometimes I do reviews, sometimes I do a reaction video like this. I'm just kind of playing around with everything at the moment, guys, with my video angles. I'm still learning some software, and I'm still getting better and better with my editing. So give it all to me. Let me know what you guys think about anything and everything. I don't give a fuck. I'd love to hear from you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Fucking thank you, you champions. Have a good bloody day.